What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Third Gen Junkies. Chris, you know who it is. So today's plan is minnow blue on the highway, shooting out to Ken's house. Mr. Tom Junt, the old president of the ICC, Illinois Camaro Club, has his wife Karen's car, 305 TBI car out there, 373 positive end, do a snow curl air cleaner, has some other work done to it. I guess they're going to be putting a set of headers and Y pipe on her car, removing the stock manifolds and doing a gauge cluster fix. I guess the gauge cluster is having issues. I'm not totally sure what. As always, I'm running late, so I'm supposed to be there at 9. It's almost 10 o'clock, so we'll figure out what's going on when we get there. They probably already got it all halfway, if not more, torn apart. Tom is guesstimating that the car will be there today, which is Sunday, and tomorrow will be finished up on Monday. I don't know why it would take so long to do headers and a gauge cluster fix, but that's his car, his wife's car, so yeah. But yeah, we're headed out there. It's Ken's now. See what's going on and see what's up with the car. See you in a bit. Fun.
I can speed this now with the light lights on the way. See what, where it's bolted. The whole thing's moving. Yeah.
That is the fun one. That is the one that has that little bracket up there on the back of the head.
Here,
that's how
I'll cut this right here.
That's how I cut the corner of Marty's fucking valve cover off on accident with a Sawzall. I didn't realize, because it was aluminum, man. It went right through, and I actually had to come here and get a set from Ken.
Hold that.
You know that's a wood blade, right?
It worked.
It worked.
Maybe here. Can you really
I should just be able to bend it.
You just gotta be careful so it don't. There you go.
Yeah. Old school bend and snap.
Yeah,
I forgot I could have brought my new Sawzall. Maybe I could have used it. I got a brand new 20 volt DeWalt for Christmas with an 8 amp battery. Fucking thing is, I didn't get to use it. It was under the tree in the box. It was, and I moved it after he took the tree down. Well, the construction in the basement. Oh, Ken needed a Sawzall. Oh, I got a brand new one upstairs. So I come home, they're already using it. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even get to use my Christmas present.
Works pretty damn good.
I go, here. He goes, here, you want to use it? I said, fuck, you already popped it. It's cherry. The thrill's gone.
They were using it when I wasn't even there.
Yeah, Ken and Lupe were using it, and they were digging it.
You know, it's funny too, because my brother-in-law got me. He wanted to trade his M12 Milwaukees for the fuels. And he goes out and he buys me the kit that has the Sawzall, the drill, the regular driver, and a 3/8 ratchet, the regular M12s. And I shit you not, like a week after Christmas, this guy pops up with the fuels, and he was a dealer or something, but I think he was because he was like real shaky type shit. Dirt cheap. He went and bought all fuels, and I was like, damn, you could have just gave me your old shit, you know what I mean? But that he don't have the Sawzall, and that Sawzall is that weird looking little retarded one, and the blade's only like this long. That thing is badass. Like I used it to cut fuel lines, brake lines on that car in the junkyard when I went and got that transmission. That shit was fun.
Yeah, I used to use
Sawzall's a shit.
All my stuff at work was 18 volt DeWalt, and then I started up into 20. And when so I brought the 18s home because I got a boatload of batteries. And so now I've got all 20 volt at work, and then I have all 18 at home. And I got a circular saw. I love that thing. They were looking for an 18 volt sawzall for me for Christmas.
Don't make them anymore.
You can only buy refurb.
Huh.
And
So-
they're like $400.
so they got
for
me
just
this-
a saw.
This 18 or the 20 volt sawzall, but he also got the cool thing about the Walt. They make an adapter for the 18s to slide on the 20s.
Nice.
So
Well, that's not good either.
with a bump stop,
Yeah.
we saw that last night.
Yeah, same over on this side. They're both the
Yeah,
same.
both sides. And this is the speedo gear kit I got.
Oh, that's just for on the transmission.
Yep.
The different colors, right?
Well, it gives you all of them though. Give you a whole bag full.
Huh. It can show me something like that before.
Yeah, that's what I showed it to him on the internet.
I thought it was the gauge cluster was having issues.
No, well, no, it's reading, but it's about
like-
17 miles an hour off.
Good
So
God.
we'll probably do 20, make it
Well,
20.
we put the 373 in this last year.
Yeah.
I took the guts out of the other one and put it in this axle.
This one's broken too.
What?
The connector for the sensor.
Oh, the coolant or the knock or whatever.
Knox, I believe so. The connector's just,
Oh, that's the coolant sensor.
yeah, the temp sensor. Mine's broken too. My sensor's broken. The plastic lip on it.
Yeah, where it slides and clips
Yeah.
on.
I got it off.
You know what is weird?
This sensor's fine. I think it's just the housing was starting to.
I had that issue with Marty's car. We soldered a spade connector on the end
Uh-huh.
and hooked it up, and it was fucking all over the place. And then when we just straight butt connected it, it read fine. Like, I don't know if the solder, something in the solder messes with the continuity or what, but yeah,
It might depend on what kind of solder you used.
I don't even know. Oh, got little seepages, old seepages.
All right.
Every Camaro,
My car's doing the same thing.
all of them do it.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
And it's great that mine has this here too, and there's no. my
Well,
car has
this
no-
was after we put the rear end in.
What?
Burnout.
Oh. There's no sound.
Where's my sound? There. Not bad for a 305 throttle body, huh?
Yeah.
This thing was a one tire fire before. All right, I got all the plug wires off.
All right.
Pulling plugs right around.
Can you get this pigtail?
Maybe there's no. It still snaps on.
I
Right?
already been prepared.
Yeah, it still snaps on. Which with this side, you can look at it. It's melted from the heat. Mine did.
Well, it doesn't look like there's any heat shields left on this thing. On this side.
No, there's one right here. This one's still here.
All right. Well, let's bring it down and do the nasty.
Try and do the manifolds.
Do the nasty. Yeah. The fun. Oh, the fun of it.
Checks. And then I had them powder coated. Bungs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't look much different than when I bought them, but now they're 1200 degree powder coated. And I had the same stuff on my hookers on my car.
Yeah.
They've been on there 4 years and they still look like this.
I didn't do anything with the ones on Ruby. I literally, they're rusty as hell. I was like, I don't even care. I just bolted them on the way they are. Ken came over to try to time that. Oh, that was a debacle. And my GoPro died, didn't even beep at me. I didn't even know half of it. I don't even think it recorded. But it was bad, just to say the least.
Okay, these are all the air pump tubes. Okay. Blocked off. Oh, you might want to disconnect the battery, huh?
Nah, we like arcing and sparking shit. No, you should have seen when we went to Time Ruby. Oh my god. Dude, it was off like one tooth on the distributor. Tell me why. We drop it down in the one tooth and the marks on the crank don't even line up with the marker tab.
Did it spin?
Oh, it would.
Your harmonic balancer.
Oh yeah, everything was fine with that.
No, they spin internally where they're rubber mounted.
Possibly.
And then when that slips, your timing marks are no.
It could be that because then he started playing around. He started rotating wires and just doing all types of crazy shit and whatever. And then all of a sudden, he rotated them all weird. And now, mind you, that thing has never been out of the car. Even when I pulled it out of the black car and put it in that car, I never pulled the distributor. All I did was take the cap off. That was it. And I put the cap back on. And it ran. I have the videos where I had it running and shot, fireballs out of the fucking carb and shit. But it ran. I had it running, like literally with open headers. And I don't know what he did or what happened, but it got fucked up. Tell me why he ended up... He rotated, and all of a sudden it started. But it was so cold Friday, there's no choke on it. He put his hand over the thing for the choke and it fired right up. And he's like, yeah, it's too cold. He's like, and with the timing light, he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to time it because the tabs don't line up. He's like, do you think the timing chain jumps the tooth? I'm like, fuck no, it's got a brand new double roller timing chain on. The motor has 7 miles on it since it was built. That's it. And that was 17 years ago I built that motor.
We all know about his formula, and this is by a GM mechanic.
Guy that I work with.
Okay, we got the car because it wasn't running. He had slapped on a set of aluminum heads, and that was the first mistake because he wound up having to redo it.
He bought used heads.
But used heads and didn't have them surfaced.
Didn't have them.
And then he blew a head
I
gasket.
blew a head gasket.
And we tried to have them surfaced. It was over 20 millimeters.
30
millimeters. So now it's got skip white racing heads. That was most bang for the buck, I think, dollar-wise.
Yeah, it was like $750 for 2 heads assembled. 202 valves, stainless steel valves.
202 170s.
Yeah, and then
stainless steel valves, angle plug, dual valve springs.
Damn.
They roller rockers.
Yep.
His tune port is, out of the stock tune ports in our group, is the most stout by far. And it's got a nice it's got a Z Paul Weiner, that he came out of his 86, and he led me to believe it was a 273 posi. So he gave it to me for free. So we had them stacked out on the side of the barn. The one I bought from you a couple of years ago, and then that one, we drag it all the way in. I crack open the pumpkin. It's an open rear end, and I was just going to do a swap, But so then we pulled the other one apart. Yep, that's a posi 373. All right, it's getting that.
I'm glad it really was, because when I sold that to you, I never opened it. I never knew what it was or none of that shit. Like, I was told that's what it was, and I was like, okay. Well, I just believed that's what it was. Just like the one that's the 410 under Space Ghost. Jack told me that was 410 or 411 gears, right? Yeah. And I cracked it open. And it was 373 posi. And I was like, ooh. And Chris is like, damn, actually, that's better. It's an aftermarket. He's like, that's good. And then when that car came up, ever since I drove the white car that one time and got those pictures, she took pictures of me driving that car. She has not ever lived it down. If you ever get a chance to buy a white one, you're gonna buy it. You buy it. Oh.
MSD?
Yeah.
$48 on eBay. Brand new.
Funny, I got 2 of those at the house.
And it needs a module. Oh, fuck it. I'll put the whole distributor in it. And then I got a set of, we got brackets to mount the spark plug. We're going to do it just like I did mine, but I've got these style. These are center bolts. But the bracket comes down, and then you lay the wires all in there. I got cut to fit MSD street fires.
See, that's kind of one thing that's getting me, because the ones I did on Ruby are Taylor cut to fit 8/8, and I cut them to fit, and now none of them fit where they're supposed to. So I'm gonna have to, like, me and Ken, when it gets warmer, we're gonna have to rotate them and put them. Okay, this one will reach here, this one will reach here, this one will reach here, because
this is number 1. Always should be number one. Then 8.4 around there.
Yeah.
And kind of like fire. It's right there. But number one's on a GM is on a Chevy. It's always right there.
Leaking
Yeah.
a little bit back there. It's probably your leak. It's the very back one.
Was it just loose?
Yeah, look.
I just.
The
This is all
carbon
I
on
did. This is all I did.
Well, too late now. We already cut the Y pipe. Could have just replaced the bolt and fixed their problem.
We didn't cut the Y pipe. Y pipe came down.
No, remember, he didn't cut it.
The only thing I
It didn't
cut
cut
off,
was that stupid tube.
Yeah.
The air
it's
tube.
not even hooked up. You just need to put a bolt in there and put some slap some
Snap
slag
out
in there.
Studs on the one manifold.
Oh, that's fine. You can drill them out.
How many? You got 4 out already?
What is there? 5 or 6?
I don't know.
Give me the new ones.
What, the new header?
Yeah.
That's your.
Yeah, it's gonna have the same amount of holes.
I hope so.
Better, or else you're gonna have a leak. Yeah, Ken's trying to get me to. I bought I finally got a set of rims for that car, the original sets, the double bars.
1, 2, 6.
6. You got 1 more to go. 2 more to go.
2 more. It's a tube center one.
Um,
I got one here,
Well,
one here.
Did Ken show you the pictures of the 84?
No, I couldn't get the header to drop down.
Did you have to do a spark plug, right? Take a spark plug out and do it?
I'm taking
yeah.
5 and 7 out.
Yeah, if we don't break them, I mean, I'm pretty sure John put these in when he got it running.
You gonna put new plugs in it too, or no? While you're at it,
That's what
I didn't get any, but
you just hit them with a wire wheel and clean them up. They don't look bad at all, though.
no, they probably only got a couple thousand miles on them, if that.
they're not bad.
Yeah, this kit came with all this: the gaskets, header bolts. I mean, they're not the best header bolt. I got the ones that tighten as they loosen.
Yeah.
But these,
That's Kenny got those weird ones that have those weird clips that go
I
on
don't
them to
like
keep
those.
them.
I don't like them.
He put those on Marty's car.
Because number one, depending on the header, you may not be able to get that bolt on every bolt. You know.
Oh, get that clip on it. Yeah, on there. Yeah. That's
Some of them may not. He may not leave you the room for the clips.
well, see. We have that issue at work. The clips for the water hoses on the mold. They'll put 3 hoses or 4 hoses this close to each other, and when you go to put the clip into the groove to keep them from popping off, you know, it's just a safety feature.
Yeah.
You can't get them in there. It don't matter what you do. So there's some of them you can't put them on. They're like, why don't they have any clips on these hoses?
So I didn't get that style.
There you go. But you got it, man. You got it.
Better. Still catching on the booster.
Oh, that's.
Booster and the manifold. We might have to jack it up a little bit.
Hi, hon.
How are things going?
Going.
One off.
Oh, that's good. No problem.
Well, bolts broke.
What?
I got it
Bolts
closer.
broke.
Oh, that's awesome.
Still catching on the lip of the valve cover.
Do we need to lift the motor?
Nope. You can get
It's
it.
fucking close. It needs to go that way. The engine needs to go.
Literally like
Let's go.
this much.
It's close.
Like a 16th.
So
It's
well, we
right
can
there.
just
Cut the corner of the valve cover off, like I did Marty's car on accident. Who needs valve covers anyways?
Yeah, this needs to
Just
go.
robs horsepower.
Or you take the eye shaft.
Oh.
Unbolt it here.
Pull the steering shaft off. Need to upgrade that anyways.
I need to do
Not on
mine.
this car. This car rides and drives so nice.
Yes, it does.
It's
Go off with it.
Yeah, Nick will have another car here soon.
What's that?
Nick will have another car here soon.
Oh, is he? Did he buy one?
Oh, he's got a job. He works third shift. He's been working at some
You want me to go higher? Or you good?
he
Well, that's what I said.
he got a job working at some factory.
This
And-
84 might be a candidate.
It's got to have a power front seat. Driver's seat's got to be power. Cause
I lost it.
it's in the number.
There it is.
You got it?
No, your hand was right by it. I thought you...
Oh, there it is.
You got
Yeah, I
it?
got it.
Okay.
There's more than. Hey, I found an old spark plug down in there too.
Oh, maybe he did change plugs.
I think he did.
Here you go.
I thought he did.
Surprise that thing out.
Nuts are falling.
Sockets too.
All right, both mounts are out. Unbolted.
Okay.
Oh, you grabbed it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll lower it down and
Put a jack under it. Put it.
one of the jacks in there and we'll slide that one in.
You can use one hand to do it. You got a 2x4 over there?
Should be something around here.
And these magnetic,
The trays? Yeah.
they don't fit on my one at work. So
There should
I was
be.
sitting in my toolbox and I said, here, Ken,
What the hell?
put these and use these. And they're like,
I know he's got two
What do
by
you want? I
fours.
need a 2x4. I need to jack up the engine now. I can't put those in yet.
Might have to ask Kenny about that one.
oh, there's got to be something. I thought there was always.
There you go. He's on.
Oh, sure.
Nope. Forward, yep. You're wanting to be on that side, right? Yep. Oh yeah. You definitely got plenty of room now. Fun. It dropped. If you'd have let go of it, it would have just took off on its own.
All right. And there's no slots on these gaskets.
Junk.
Yep. You always, well, I mean, you could, but man,
So
they're too
the
close.
instructions
They're
say
too
to do
close.
the outer ones
Well, yeah.
and just loosely put them in.
The ones that I bought some different gaskets.
Mr. Gasket usually has a cut.
And they
that
got-
cuts
it's
it.
got-
Yeah,
hook.
yeah. You leave a gap. You just drop it in, and
Yeah,
that's what we did on
Start these.
Ruby. Yeah.
We could cut it.
What I said, I was about to say the same thing. The only reason why I said I wouldn't is because it's too close to the actual port, and one little mishap, and you're next thing you know, you're putting RTV on there. That's all he does.
Repair business.
That's all he does. He had to get LLC because he had a guy that he's known for 5 years do a couple of his cars, and this guy was like, I guess he told him, I'll trade you. What was it? I'll trade you a paint job for another car or something.
Every time I tighten it, I think the bracket or the flange on the bottom's catching something. So I tighten it and it pops, and then all the bolts are loose.
You want to take a look up?
Maybe lower it down.
Oh, lower the motor down?
Lower the engine
Oh,
down.
yeah, lower it. We didn't do that
Just
yet.
be careful. I don't know.
That's
I think it's down.
that's it.
Can you still get that out of the bolts?
Yeah, I can get at all of them, but they all kept loosening up.
Yeah, well, maybe it was catching. Yeah,
I think the
right.
flange was catching because like this one was tight.
Well, as you pull it in, it's going to loosen it.
No, I tightened all of them, and then I was tightening the last one,
and then
and it popped.
No, he used to be he was a cabinet maker. He made custom cabinets. I guess he blew his shoulder out or something. And he always messed around with third gen and shit here and there. And supposedly he ended up like saying screw it after his rehab therapy or whatever, and he just started doing the third gen and does what I told you he does. Takes hot rodded ones that were hot rodded and people gave up on, or projects they gave up on, and he puts them all back to stock, sells them as a stock car, and then sells all the hot rod stuff off. Makes his money. And I guess
cars are worth more, not hot rodded.
And he also just had a guy. You remember that blue? It was on. I don't know if you've seen it. It was on Marketplace. The car is absolutely gorgeous. It was like a Pepsi blue convertible IROC, and I mean it was beautiful. Floor pans, driver's seat was on the ground. He bought that car and he traded this guy. That title of that car was yours, but you're gonna paint this car. And he's like, all right. So he gets it back from paint and he's looking at this car, and he said he stopped putting blue pieces of tape on the car after 60. He got mad and he stripped the whole car down to metal. Told the guy come get the title, and I guess he handed the dude the title and was like, don't you ever fucking call me again. Well, the dude got pissed off, even though he basically got a free car and did a shitty paint job, went to the state and told him he was selling cars out of there, so he had to get licensed LLC for real. So, and his shop is crazy because it's a 2-car garage. His normal 2-car garage, because his house is right there, that he built onto the side and wrapped it around the back.
Yeah, it looked like a...
But it's badass, dude. His fucking heater is like the whole length of the wall. A radiant heater, huge radiant heater, dude. It's awesome. He's got one lift, but he has shelves in there, completely rebuilt 305s, 350s, harnesses, transes. I mean, he's got shit everywhere.
Well, I'll see if I can bend over and start doing this after you put the plugs in. And running the wires. Oh, one's together and one's in pieces. That's nice.
So that they can know.
So they can package
both
it.
Of them, they know how they want you to know how to build it.
Okay. All right. Is this not deep enough, or what's the problem?
Well, you can't get on this one. You can't get on cylinder 5.
Well, might have to. Is this one?
That I already checked that one. It was tight.
So which one can't you get tight?
That back one.
Oh, well, let me do it from underneath.
Okay. And then, but cylinder 5, you're gonna need probably have to do it with a wrench. Maybe from underneath.
If we use that.
Yeah. So you have to do that from underneath, but you can start doing your plug wire.
All right, let's put it up in the air and tighten those. Okay. So it doesn't get forgotten.
It's the last you need. As you leave all of the flashlights up there.
No, it's right here.
Oh.
I like working in the dark. Yeah, see what's happening right there. There's like a piece of slag or something. Wonder if you can bust that off.
Hammer a long screwdriver to see what you can do.
Yeah. A long screwdriver. I know we don't have. We got pry bars now.
Oh.
Do we have a socket Randy set up spark plug socket? There you go. See if we can just knock that off.
Good old weld slag.
Yeah.
That's a good old hooker, non-hooker. Oh, listen. Missing some screws.
Well, this car had floor pans.
Ah.
You don't have to wear it when you're working, but if you go into the parts department or you go up to the advisor, you're supposed to put it on.
You go
but
up
then
to
as soon as you get back into parts,
customer waiting area, you have to put it on. Yeah. You go out to the, what they call it, like the floor where they have the floor models, where the sales showroom. Yeah, you have to wear it out there.
Pretty much, if you leave the shop, you gotta have it on.
Yeah, we have to have ours on all the time, but I mean, I don't care.
When I go up.
And then they want you like, oh, if you're talking to somebody, so if you need to have it on.
We have this one.
He said it was up there.
Yeah, I didn't.
But that's half inch.
That's half inch.
Yeah, but you can use a wrench.
Yeah.
On here.
Yeah.
I told you I had one.
Look,
I've done that before.
Told you I was using it up here.
You know what I've done?
But if this doesn't fit on here because of the angle.
It won't fit.
Okay, well then it's.
No, then you know what you do? This is what I did with it. Put it in a fucking chop saw and you cut it down to about here. Just cut it in half and do what you said. You put a wrench on there. 'Cause I mean,
Well, you gotta get the spark plug's gotta fit in there.
that's the only other problem.
An offset box would work. But he doesn't have it. And I don't have those.
It's just like, you know,
I have
distributor
them at work. I have
distributor
one set,
wrenches.
and I don't use them that often.
Kenny and his dad don't believe in distributor wrenches. No, it's funny because I found one and it didn't have a little socket piece to put the ratchet on it, and then I look over and I got another one sitting there. So I was gonna give your dad one like here. He's like, I just use an open-end wrench. I'm like, yeah, and that's why it takes you a half an hour to take the damn bolt out.
It's modified that they made.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
Now I just bought one.
And now
Oh, you actually-
I thought I saw one in
They're only
there.
like $7.
Yeah,
It's right here. Oh, that's that one you bent to use.
There's a
I know you guys have one.
there's a real timing wrench in here. That was where I put it. I think it's in here.
Right there. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a standard bolt. And it's not fine.
$120 wrench in there.
For $10 at the stop.
Yeah.
Wait, I talked the guy down. He was like, "Oh, I need 15, bro. They're gonna have $10."
What the fuck is this? Oh, that goes into the air filter over there, right?
There it is.
Yeah, it broke. It broke, Tom.
Dipstick too broke.
Yeah, the tab broke.
Yeah, it broke off of it.
It's on the stud.
But the tube didn't crack.
No,
No,
the
tube's still
fine.
there.
The last two or the back two?
Probably have to get them from the bottom.
Probably.
And you're gonna have a hell of a time with the starter right there.
What do I do with that flashlight?
Ask Kenny. Kenny's probably got it.
Yeah, that's probably. I'll shut that light off.
I leave mine on for like 5 hours straight. One's gonna be a bitch, but the one in front of it don't look like it's too
No,
bad.
that one doesn't
This one don't look bad.
No.
This one here looks like it's gonna be a motherfucker. Cause you ain't gonna be able to get a wrench in there, a socket depot. A socket's gonna be too long. You won't be able to get a ratchet.
That's still. Oh, that's the.
And that thing, it goes through a tube mounted onto that.
Yeah. I mean, if I heat up once the manifold's out, I'll take that off. I'll have more room.
What I tried doing was cutting with a sawzall on the top and the bottom, and just pulling it through it. But I just, like I said, I got overzealous and I couldn't really see and kind of caught that valve cover. Thank God, Ken's got a barn full of parts.
Too long. That's where this comes in handy. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's way too long.
Told you. That's where you need that small 3/8. The small headed 3/8.
This is small for you.
No, I'm talking about like the one that I got. Oh, it's at home, dude. The head's only like this tall. It's that one that my brother bought. It was in the kit. It came in a bag like this.
Okay.
Do you need light? Told you Kenny had it.
I got it. It's loose.
I got it loose.
Yeah.
Kenny's been trying to find those mounts for that sway bar shit, Wonder Bar shit and all that for I don't even know how long. I've seen like 4 posts since last winter.
Last one.
All the bolts are out on that side too?
Yeah. Now it's gonna be fun getting it out.
Yeah, we got the motor mount bolts out, so.
It's like 4 or 6 in each side. I bet you over half of them are broke. That's why I have his exhaust leak.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
those things break all the time.
Well, see, and the problem like I have is everyone that I've ever taken off of on these cars, I've never broke one. I mean, never. But, and then the funny thing is like Ken and Kenny did Monty's car, Black Magic, and they didn't break any bolts. The only ones they broke was the same ones you broke.
Yeah.
The
ones
white
that
pipe
are
bolts
under,
into the
the ones
manifold.
that are underneath.
Yep, because they get all the fucking salt,
Yep.
the road grime, and all the other shit. But it's funny, he didn't break any up here, but then almost burned the car down. Dude, that was scary. And now, ever since then, though, every once in a while the service center soon light just comes on. It's had weird issues ever since that shit too.
Really.
Yep. Yep. They make these.
Well, yeah, that's it. But they don't.
Dude,
make-
you're right there.
It's catching the heater box, I think. Ooh. Junk.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Don't think you need that anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, you're doing
I
it.
don't know if it's
Weird.
in a bracket that runs behind there or something.
Did you get all of them? Or is there-
Oh, only the one I grabbed. That one right there.
What are you looking for?
I'm making sure that the
Gaskets.
are off. I got none on the ground.
Well, it looks like there ain't nothing on the head, on the actual head itself. So where the hell did the other one go? Which is the one that's on the ground? Did you grab it?
There wasn't any.
What the fuck? Tell me the car ate them or there wasn't none from get-go.
No, there's marks. Like they were on there, unless those.
Maybe it fell on the frame.
No, there's nothing there. This would have hit the ground.
I like those bags. Those bags are decent.
Well, I got them.
Them are good bags because you could like mask off. You could put them right over a tire. You know what I mean?
There's the second one there. They just came from the powder coater. If you want them. Maybe up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the dipstick tube. It's gonna be your biggest obstacle.
Yep.
That and this. Break it, your mom's gonna kill you. Says the guy who had to use an engine hoist and lift his motor to get his long tubes in and notch the frame. Yeah, that was fun. Ooh.
Careful on that sensor there.
I didn't even get toward that sensor yet. What the hell?
What's this?
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is
I'm
right over
wondering
there?
if it'll be easier to do it from the bottom. I remember on my car I had to do one side from the bottom.
I did the long tubes from the top, but like I said, we had the fucking engine hoist, and I mean, it was up there.
Also, I
It
jacked
was
this-
like this.
I jacked this thing up, it didn't even look like it moved.
Yeah, it might be easier to stick it up there from the bottom.
Yeah.
Just get it in there, then drop it back down,
Yeah, that's what I...
and then from there.
There you can lift the motor.
Like a glove.
Just about.
Raising the motor help you?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I don't think that's gonna get up high enough.
Well, no, I was gonna put you on there. You hold the motor and I'll check you up.
Okay, that 2x4.
Who needs a tool? Now.
So you want to do it there or on the crank pulley?
It's fine.
Just need a hair, probably.
There we go. Alright, let's bring it down. We'll just get them started, but before we tighten it, so we can move it, then we'll put the starter back in.
Yeah. Get from up top.
We'll have to use, when Kenny had to do one, a knock sensor on one car. Remember? And you wore the rubber glove and the raincoat. And he's like, we're going to make a big mess. I said, put the drain bolt under there, put a rubber glove on, and then they had a raincoat and kind of taped off his arm. And I said, just do it real fast. So he was on the ground just before a rack. And
He did it. I
He
mean,
did do it.
It made a
Hey,
mess,
I
but it
did the
wasn't
one
bad.
on Purple Haze. I did the, or no, Marty's car, the driver's side, same shit. I got under there and fucking, whoa, oh shit! Got up under, I got up out under there
well,
quick.
we knew it was going to happen.
I was
So
like,
we dressed them up in rain gear.
and then you know where I found a sensor that actually worked properly? Out of this same exact motor, a 305, same exact sensor.
We had a new one in there and it was acting up.
Yep. I put a new one in and it had problems, and then I had this same exact motor out of that Z03 car sitting next to the house. And I went over there, I said, I wonder if this is the same. Sure enough, I cracked it off. I put the stock one back in, this motor in her 350, and boom.
One's not working.
Nope. That's why Ken keeps telling me, you have any stock heater cores? Keep them.
Yeah.
And I got a place in Aurora that they're old school. They were kind of like a 2-car garage. Yep. And they recore them and do all that shit. So I got like 2 or 3 of them laying around. I'm gonna get them redone because Black Magic's has got to get done. Ruby's is bypassed. I think it popped. I'm gonna have that one done. I don't have heat in none of the fucking cars.
Yeah, we're kind of thinking this 84 we went and looked at. If, you know, we fixed the exhaust, fixed the oil leaks, and got the heater core, and then obviously the air conditioning probably needs to be recharged, but that could be a good car for Nick.
If he's got the money for it.
Yeah, I would figure he had them. So,
Oh, you're talking about,
bought me one for Christmas.
Denny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was brand new, so I guess I had the right, see, 85 and 86 are round, and the other ones are like what's in here.
Yeah, square.
Yeah, and they're not interchangeable.
Yeah, because the round one, there's that snap ring down underneath the button in the middle that everybody forgets about.
Yep.
And they're a pain in the ass to get out if you don't have snap ring pliers. Oh boy.
Yeah, when we were driving here yesterday, we were doing GPS on the phone, doing the spoiler, and Karen pulls up alongside of me, and she's like, "Are you gonna race?" And punch this thing from the light, spun the tires, and barked second gear. And I'm like, it's all because of the rear end. There's no horsepower in this car, but it gets up and goes now with that gearing. With that tomorrow, we gotta drill out the hole. We gotta and then put the O2 in.
Make a list. That's what I always do.
Also, we gotta do the coolant sensor. And we'll look at AutoZone for a dipstick tube on the way home. See what they got.
AutoZone. I don't go to AutoZone. O'Reilly's.
Yeah, there's one on my way home, so. O'Reilly.
I gotta go pick up that hood, cause Ken wants my hood for the white car. He's swindling me out of it to swap the one on your white car for my white car. Yeah, Andres is selling me a mint white hood off of his car, cause the one on my white car it's trash. And Ken's like, "I'll just swap you hoods, old buddy, old pal," and smacks me on the back, and I'm like, here we go.
You know the old buddy. Pal.
Shit, he lets me raid the barn all the fucking time, so I can't really say no.
As long as it matches, I don't care.
That's the one thing that I had a problem with, because the car I got, the white isn't white no more. It's almost like a cream.
Yeah.
And if I put that bright white ass hood on there, then I'm gonna have to paint match or get the whole car painted.
Right.
My brother-in-law was talking about getting it repainted anyway. And we have family that actually, that's their business, Garcia and Sons. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep the hood that's on it and just cut it out and put the Trek Spec louvers like the ones I got for Kenny, or for him for the yellow car.
Yeah.
Put those in it. Because that car is literally going to be a baby version of your white car.
So, do you need any of this?
No, but
right,
I'm pretty sure if you leave that right there, I cannot use it. Throw it up there in the pile. Because I'm telling you, that I bet you that's the exact size.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That's a barb tube.
Yep.
Never know.
Put that up there.
Can you do the doors before you do the flooring?
Sure.
I think, right? Because once the
Headers.
once the
Try
flooring
to
for the
fit
bathroom
really
is done,
Pretty happy with
then he said that he'd do my shower doors.
Part 1 and Part 2. Like, subscribe, hit that share button. See you next
Upset
time.
he won't do that.